superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this fame with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this weekend.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Rams, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Our game here, the 2nd of 3 on this fine Christmas day. We're coming up later tonight, the Bucs and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 29-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Stafford. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
Off the option, here's Akers. And some space here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, the Rams had 8 and 6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive up, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. He looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets. Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fair catch, made on the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, it's Stafford. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. Yeah, able to find Higbee. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win, and the defense is counting.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down, Broncos.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Broncos 14, Rams 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Now it's Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, 28 yards. As they have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down, Denver.
Wilson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 39. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, it's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. On the return is Powell. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The shotgun snap for Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Going right back to Akers.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
32. Hey. Hey, 54.
To throw is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To the air again, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Hey, 22! Hey!
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he is going to have the Rams first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Easy, easy! 10.
Back to throw, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, 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 hey!
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Third and 2, Stafford. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Zero! Hey, easy, easy!
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Powell on the return.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On first down at Stafford.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle, it's Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
There's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready. Alert!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Stafford here.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, LA.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Gay is on for the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 37-yard line.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams.
Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by McManus is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's now
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Zebra!
Here's Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the 1st of his timeouts.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On the handoff, it's Akers. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford to Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Off the option, here's Akers. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
They'll go again here with Akers.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.